This is samadhi. So कुनै पनि काम complete गर्न you need knowledge and skill. So Buddhism मा चाहिँ एकदम clear distinction छ. And so the combination of the two. Now let's look at the animal. What is the animal use? Animal को चाहिँ peacock. So text मा कसरी लेखेको हुन्छ भने the peacock is a bird that wanders the forest eating poisonous plants and converting that poison into radiant colors. So just your Toastmaster group मा negativity त पक्कै होला नि. बीख त पक्कै होला. त्यो बीख लिएर अरूलाई रङ दिन सक्यो कलर दिन सक्यो भने then that would be a form of compassion. So the will to complete भनेको के त भन्दाखेरि त्यो ग्रुपमा भएको नेगेटिभिटी निकालेर. So even if you go under sea, you see the most poisonous fish are the most fluorescent ones. हैन चितवनमा पनि the most colorful snakes would be the most poisonous fish. So the ability to take other people's poison and give back color is how the text would describe it. So the animals are used.
And this place is where?
And this always there.
Samadhi.
अब यसमा look at the mudra. It's called abhaya mudra. Abhaya भनेको fearless. Okay. So when would a person not be fearful? When the person has no more illusions. जस्तै मेरो क्रेडिट कार्डको रेटिङ, मेरो कोर्नर अफिस, मेरो ढोका बाहिरको टाइटल, हैन? So those are all illusions. So when you have no such illusions, you will not have any fear. So abhaya mudra. So the fearless more, but based on the fact that you have taken care of all your illusions in life. त्यति गाह्रो होइन हैन, तर जस्तै टेक्स्ट पढ्यो भने then is clear. तर अब टेक्स्टलाई फेरि आइकोनोग्राफीमा कन्भर्ट गर्दाखेरि it's a little के भन्छ, it's a connection that you have to make. So every time people walk around every morning, that's what you're reminding yourself. So I have to be steadfast. I have to give, and I have to combine knowledge and skills. I have to take care of my illusions. अब यस्तो मुद्रा धेरै छ, हैन? There are so many, but each saitya or each icon will teach you a part of the Buddhist. So अब remember, हैन? So 35 वर्षपछि he taught, and he taught forever. So he taught for 45 years. He died at the age of 80. So 45 वर्षमा कति पढायो? Can you imagine trying to learn what he taught for 45 years? It's not easy. So it becomes like a lifelong quest to find out. 45 वर्ष भनेको धेरै भने. But the good thing is it's documented. But the artists are also very selective. They choose the ones that they want to highlight and then they make it into icons. But the 45 years of text is available. So, face this side. If you watch movies like Raiders of the Lost Ark or Harry Potter, so you will get these things. These are simple but iconographic. Now, this is the Bahal. Okay, so all the names of the spaces that we saw will be named after this shape. So Nag Bahal, the named after the. So Golden Temple, the colloquial tourist name would be because it's all gold-plated, copper, and so gold is undergoing restoration. And they will explain how that goes. So Bahal भनेको छ नि बुझ्नलाई. So you have to look at these door headers. Okay? It's only these door headers that explain how the functioning of the Bahal works. अब Bahal भनेको के त भन्दाखेरि first of all it is a social system. Okay? It's a social system. Of social system के छ? Look at it. The middle icon is the Buddha. When you see all the members of this Bahal have faith in the Buddha. Okay. Now look at this lotus. Lotus again also the compassion towards each other. So the lotus symbolizes the Sangha. So the Sangha are the members of this community. The rules by which this community lives is the Dharma. So the three jewels of Buddhism would be the Buddha, the Dharma, and the Sangha. So your society is what are the three things that make up the Bahal? Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha. So the Buddha, Dharma, and Sangha केले sustain हुन्छ त? How does it survive? The social system, how does it survive? It survives on a very simple notion that, look at it. The animal is a combination of many animals that rely on water for its survival. त्यसमा अब crocodile पनि छ, elephant पनि छ, सबै छ नि, combination. तर from its mouth are rice grains. So your whole community कहिलेसम्म survive हुन्छ त बुद्ध धर्मसँग भन्दाखेरि जबसम्म धान फल्छ. र धान कहिलेसम्म फल्छ भन्दाखेरि as long as the makara or the water spirit in the Kathmandu Valley is happy. The water spirit is happy as long as, look at the tail of that animal. It's not the tail, it's the waves of the rivers. So as long as the rivers are flowing. When will the rivers flow? As long as the snakes bring rain. And how long will the snakes bring the rain? As long as the sun, which is symbolized by the Garuda, is able to pacify the snakes. So, घाम र पानी को balance भयो भने के हुन्छ? Rivers are flowing. If the rivers are flowing, the water spirit is happy. If the water spirit is happy, there will be rice. And if there is rice, the dharma, sangha, and the Buddha will survive. Okay. अब के हुन्छ भने नि? So, like now is the rice planting season. So everybody has a role in this. So some people have to clean, some people have to restore it, some people have to do something else. So the copper smith, brass smith, the gold smith, everybody is contributing. So when the rice harvesting season comes, everybody will get a percentage of the grain that grows on that land. So what does that mean? Say a member of the Sangha passes away. So my job that year is to fix the funeral pyre. So for doing that job, I will get grain. My job is to cover the dead body. I get a percentage of the grain. Okay, my job is to organize the feast on the first day. I get a percentage of the grain. So the grain economy is what has sustained Kathmandu Valley's culture for thousands of years. Now what have we done? We sold the land and made it into a cash economy. So in the Swayambhu restoration, what I was saying was when it was grain, we had to give. Because grain after a year will rot. So when the bhikshus come to your house, you give grain. When people come for donation, you give grain. So when we were children, so much grain that at night we slept on the grain, not because people will steal it, but because people will add to it. You slept, you stayed guard, so that people would not add grain. One floor of the house is emptied every year to store the grain. I'm sure, I don't know how many of you remember it, but at least one floor of my house had to be emptied every year so that the grain could be stored. And then is giving. Now you put money in the bank, the money doesn't rot. So giving has become less. Because it's very different from giving rice that will rot than from writing a check. So giving has become more difficult. And on what basis is the grain divided? Based on this rostrum. So you did what work in the temple on what day. And so that's your basically a workbook or a work. And so the grain is calculated at the end of the So that's how everything is sustained. Okay. Now what I want you to do is if you go down to that corner, you'll see people reading the book. Okay. Now the Bible and the Quran, very popular. The Buddhist text is known as Pragya Paramita, for the perfection of wisdom. So these are the words of the Buddha. Every 100 years, the books are revised. Why? Because the oral tradition, things change. Okay. So if you start translating, if you start interpreting, it changes. So every 100 years, the exact words of the Buddha are recited and the books are corrected accordingly to keep it authentic. Okay? But even then, so at the age of 80, we say the Buddha died of food poisoning. Okay, that everybody knows. What did he eat to get food poison? So he says suor. And so suor in Pali can mean pork or wild mushrooms. And so the debate will never end as to whether he was fed mushrooms or pork that way. So such debates will exist, but the word in the oral tradition will be there. Now, why do people memorize the text? The same reason why you would memorize your ATM pin code. Because if something is very important, you store it in your memory, not on a piece of paper. And that's how exactly it is described, that you should memorize it because it is very important. Okay? Because paper, wood, everything can be destroyed, but the memory cannot be destroyed. So the oral tradition is very important. Now in Lumini, if you go to Lumini, around the main birthplace, you see the ring, and there are 80 squares. Now the 80 squares are because we found that there are 80 different ways in which people show Shraddha to the Buddha. So some do it by cutting a piece of hair, and some do it by playing the drum, some do it by lighting a lamp. So the 80 squares are 80 different ways in which people show the Shraddha to the Buddha. So everything is planned like that. But how you do it? Just go there, see the book. You'll see the original gold leaf book there, but then go upstairs. And upstairs you will have the printed version which people come to read every morning. So the original is kept downstairs and the printed one.
കൊടുത്തിട്ടുള്ള ചില വിട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും. കൊടുത്തിട്ടുള്ള ചില വിട്ടിട്ടുണ്ടാവും.
Let's